Basic class, novo começo, introducing yourself para os alunos pagantes agora.
Hi, Roberto.
Hello, Regina. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, good. Good to see you here again. Are you going to watch
Yes,
all classes now?
all classes.
Well, I hope you don't get tired of me, you know?
No, no. I hope no.
Okay, good to see you here. Hello, Mario. I hope you're doing fine. Good to see you here again. Natiele, how are you
Hello,
over there? Good?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's very nice. That's very nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Ish. Marcia, how are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm all right. Why can't I see you today? I see you every day. What's the problem today? You are already in your pajamas?
No, not yet.
Okay.
The internet is not good today.
I see. Okay. Hi, Erika. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. And you?
Oh, I'm very well. Thank you. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you everyone for being here with me again. Okay. And I hope that we can have a wonderful month. And once again, I hope that I can teach you a lot of things. Well, but as we are starting a new program, there are new students and things like that. Today, I thought it would be interesting to review some important points that we saw in the basic level, as we are going to do in the intermediate level and also in the advanced level, before we go back to a normal routine, okay? So don't get bored. If you think it's too easy, we are just going very fast. If you think it's okay, we can slow down, all right? Just watch the class and I hope you can enjoy it. If you have not been able to download the material, or if you don't have the material for the class, just send me an email, okay? I think everyone knows my email, all right? But I will write here in the chat. It's roberto@descubraomundo.com. You can send me an email and I can send you the material every time we have something new, all right? For me, it's not a problem at all to do that. Or as Descubra o Mundo has also decided, they have created special groups at the app Telegram, okay? So at Telegram, what's the advantage in relation to WhatsApp? Your telephone number doesn't show up. So it's only your name, understand? So it's better because you have total privacy and you can use Telegram, you can use any group you are enrolled at to send me questions, to ask me things, curiosities, whatever you want to know, you can use the group at Telegram, okay? And I promise I will reply as soon as possible. All right? So if you don't have this app, as I didn't have, I just downloaded today, okay? So you can find me there and I will gladly talk to you, all right? So what are we going to do today? As I said, we are going to start a new program. So let's start from the beginning. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So today's class is going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be a piece of cake for most people here. But we are going to learn how to introduce yourself what are the common questions that you are usually asked when you meet another person, okay? And let's do something different. Erika, can you read this introduction for us, please?
Yes, teacher. In a moment. Introducing yourself in any language is much more than simply saying your name. You need to tell some more information about you. Introducing yourself to strangers can be a little difficult sometimes because what you say depends on the context, situation. Introduce yourself in a job interview, introduce yourself in an email, or give self-introduction in an English class.
Okay, giving self-introduction, introduction in an English class. Yes, good, good. All right, so what are we going to do here? Last class, I remember that everyone made a very brief introduction, telling me your name and other information. The best way to do that, or the best ways to do that, are simply saying, hi, my name is blah, 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 or hello, I am blah, blah, blah. You decide, okay? Okay, here we have one more student coming in. So what happens here? Usually, when you introduce yourself to another person in English, they might reply like this. Hello, I am Roberto. Nice to meet you. And hi, my name is Roberto. Nice to meet you. Well, nice to meet you is probably the most common expression when you meet another person, but that's not the only one. Okay, you can also use, for example, glad to meet you, pleased to meet you, enchanted to meet you. And depending on what you listen, you can reply the same, using at the end of the sentence the word to. For example, hi, my name is Roberto. Hi, Roberto, I'm Francesco. Nice to meet you. Well, nice to meet you too, Francesco. See, it's very simple. So, what happens if I say, for example, Marcia, this is Regina, Regina, this is Marcia? What would you say to Regina, Marcia? Yes, if you unmute,
Hi.
it's easier.
Hi, my name is Marcia.
Hi, Marcia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Regina.
Good. Okay?
Good.
So, usually, we tend to repeat the same expression. It's very difficult to listen to someone saying, nice to meet you, and the other person says, oh, glad to meet you. It's always nice to meet you too. Glad to meet you too. Okay? Of course, if you want to, yeah, you usually repeat the same, only saying to at the end. But if you want to be different, of course you can say, oh, glad to meet you. Because they are all practically the same, okay? Like in French, for example, it's very common to say enchanté, which is enchanted to meet you, okay? So, Regina, this is Natiele. Natiele, this is Regina. How would you respond, Regina?
Hi, Natiele. My name is Regina.
Hi, Regina. I'm Natalie. Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, are you Natalie or Natiele? I'm confused now.
Natiele, but in English,
They call you?
normal Natalie.
Oh, I forgot she's a VIP student. She lives in London. So, Natalie, okay. Nice to meet you, Natalie. Okay.
Nice to meet you too.
So, Natalie, this is me. This is Natalie.
Can I see you, Natalie?
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Me, are you listening to us?
Sorry?
Me?
Teacher, I am here.
Ah, me.
Hello, me. Me, I'd like you to meet Natalie. Natalie, this is me. Me, this is Natalie. How would you respond to that?
Hi, my name is Natalie.
Hi, Natalie. I am Millie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Millie.
Okay. Erica, this is Eric. Eric, this is Erica. How would you respond to that, Eric?
Hi, my name is Erica.
Hi, Eric. I am Eric. Eric, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Eric.
Okay. Dirce,
Hi.
are you here? Okay,
Yes,
good.
I am.
Very
Can you-
nice.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear you. So this is Marcia. She's a very good friend of mine. Marcia, this is Dirce.
Hi, Dirce. How are you?
I'm all right.
Just a moment. Hi, my
What?
name is.
Yes, that's something very important to remember.
Hi, my name is.
We can never use, hi Dirce, how are you? Why not? Why it's not possible to say this? Can anyone explain to me?
Because I don't know her.
Her,
Yes.
exactly, yes. We only use how are you, how's it going, how are you doing, what's up, with friends.
Yes.
At the moment, this is very common with Brazilians, especially with girls. Girls say, hi, how are you? And they go and, "Mwah, mwah." When you say how are you, especially if it's a man, he's already going to think, whoops, that's strange. And then you go and give a kiss. Oh my gosh, that's going to be even more strange. Understand? Why? Because he's not your friend. So you
Yes.
can't do that. Remember, in English, there is a certain formality that we unfortunately have to follow. In Brazil, of course, I say, Márcia, this is Fulano. Hi, how are you? And sometimes we give 2 kisses, not only 1. But if you do this to a native speaker of English, he's going to be surprised, okay? So let's try again. Márcia, this is this is Márcia.
Dirce. Hi.
Yes.
Hi. My name
Hi.
is Marcia.
Hi, Marcia. Nice to meet you. My name
Nice to meet you too, Dirce.
Very good. Now, if you observe it, in all the introductions I made, I used your first name. Márcia, Dirce, Érica, Eric, me, Natalie, okay? I only used the first name. So, based on this, would you say the introduction was a formal introduction or an informal introduction?
Informal.
Informal.
Very good. That's another thing that is important to observe. Your answer depends on the introduction, okay? For example, I know that the last name of Márcia is Casarraia, is it?
Yes.
So imagine if I say, Ms. Casarraia, this is Mr. Garcia. In this case, by using your last name and not your first name, you could not say, hi, nice to meet you, Mr. Garcia. In this case, when you have a formal introduction like this, the expression that you're going to use is different. We say, how do you do, Mr. Garcia. And believe it or not, Mr. Garcia will reply exactly the same way, not even using to. How do you do, Miss Casaya? Is it right?
No, K-A-Z-A-H. Y-A.
Okay, now it's perfect. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so remember, if you are introduced by your first name, hi, nice to meet you, glad to meet you, pleased to meet you, okay? But if you are introduced by your last name, it means a formal introduction, and then you simply say, how do you do, Mr. Garcia? How do you do, Ms. Casahaya? It's so interesting that I have been doing business with American people, Irish people, Canadian people, British people for more than 30 years. And it's very interesting. Women, they don't even shake hands. Understand? Many times in my life, I was like, how do you do, miss? And I offered my hand, and then I had to, no, you know, because they didn't offer theirs. Understand? My hand was like in the air, waiting for a handshake. It's true. There is no physical contact. Imagine now after COVID-19. Okay? Probably if I say, Mr. Garcia, this is Ms. Casahaya, she will walk away from me. How do you do? How do you do? Okay? So remember, no physical contact, no kissing, no handshaking. Understand? Men, when they meet other men in business, usually they shake hands. Okay? Now, what if they ask you, for example, what's your name? How would you answer that? You can say, my name is, like you have already said, or I am, blah, blah, blah. Or you can say, my full name is, like Roberto Garcia. My first name is Roberto. My last name is Garcia. Understand? So full name or surname, okay, or family name is always the last one. First name is your first given name, all right? They don't usually care about your middle name, okay? Like Regina has a Savi, okay? That's a very fancy middle name. But probably you would just say, my name is Regina Figueiredo, right? Is it Figueiredo?
Right. Yes.
Okay. So they don't give much attention to the middle name. Usually if you are arriving at a hotel, sometimes in the form you have their family name or surname or last name. Then you have first name, and then you have middle initial. Middle initial. Then you can put, for example, in the case of Regina, she's only going to put S. Okay? That's it. That's not important at all. All reservations are usually based on the last name and first name. Now, sometimes if you are being introduced to a person in a formal way, like Mr. Garcia, this is Mrs. Casahaya. Well, I am not a very formal person, as you know. I will probably say, oh, please call me Roberto. By using please call me and my first name, what happens? I am breaking the formality. Understand? And then in this case, Marcia, you don't have to say, how do you do, Mr. Garcia? Because I already told you, please call me Roberto. Understand? Then you can say, oh, hi, Roberto, nice to meet you. And I'm going to do the same. All right? And you could say, oh, please call me Marcia. or everyone calls me Marcia. You see, so here you have many expressions that we can use. Oh, you can call me Marcia, or they call me Marcia, or please call me Marcia, or everyone calls me Marcia, or well, my name is Natiele, but everyone in England, they call me Natalie. All right? Or you can even say my nickname. That's interesting because, believe it or not, I never had a nickname.
Wow.
Do you guys have a nickname? It's
Yeah.
like, who said
I don't
yes?
know.
Regina, no?
No, no.
What's your nickname, Natalie?
Nath.
Nati, okay? Yeah, me, I know she has a difficult name, so her nickname is Me. Eric, do you have a nickname?
No, teacher.
No?
No.
Okay. How about you, Eric?
I think it's Mancha.
Mancha.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so you can say, my nickname is Mancha. I think Eric is easier, but it's okay. Regina, you said you don't have a nickname. How about you, Marcel? Do you have a nickname?
No.
No. Yes. You
No.
see, I never had a nickname.
Sometimes my friends call me He.
Ah, okay. That's a short. Yes, like me.
Yes.
Yes. Me, he, okay. Yes. But you
Gina.
see, yeah, I think you need a lot of intimacy to tell somebody, oh, please call me he. Understand? I think maybe after some time. All right. Now, sometimes, for example, here in Italy, it's very common to say like, hi, my name is Roberto and I'm Brazilian or I'm Italian. Sometimes if I say I'm Italian, they expect me to speak good Italian, which I don't speak, understand? So I always prefer to say, hi, my name is Roberto, I'm Brazilian, understand? So it's better to say Brazilian than Italian, okay? I do have the Italian citizenship, so I have double nationality, but I never say that I'm Italian. If I say that, and then I don't understand, okay? And then I have to say, please speak very slowly, okay? You no capisco niente, okay? So what do we have here? I included some nationalities and how to create them. Like I'm Brazilian, I'm Italian, I'm Japanese, I'm American, I'm British, okay? And here you have here the most common nationalities are. If you are from Brazil, you say you are Brazilian. If you are from Italy, you say you are Italian. If you are from Japan, you are Japanese. It sounds like Z. If you are from China, you are Chinese. If you are from the USA, you are American. If you are from Britain, you are British. If you are from Canada, you are Canadian. If you are from Argentina, you are Argentinian. If you are from Chile, you are Chilean. If you are from Malta, you are Maltese, okay? And so on. Is there any other nationality that you would like to know about, or that's enough? Huh?
Teacher, I have a question. Is there any name to who are from USA, like estadunidense in Portuguese?
American. No, American.
Oh, but it's
They call themselves American.
not just no.
No,
No?
they don't have. I'm American. You can start paying attention to movies, me. Many times they use this, especially when they are in different countries. You listen to people saying, you're American? Yeah, okay. American. That's the word. They don't even say North American. They say American. They think they are the only one. We are also American, but we are Latin American, understand? But I think they got the name American for themselves, okay? All right?
Teacher,
Yes,
if you are from Germany,
you're German.
Germany,
German.
German. Okay,
Yes, I'm German, okay?
okay.
They don't say Germanian or anything. I'm German, okay?
German.
Yes.
Thank you.
If you are from, for example, Netherlands, they usually say I'm Dutch, okay? There are
What?
many national, Dutch,
Dutch.
D-U-T-C-H, Dutch.
Not Dutch.
Well, this question here that we have here, like, where are you from? Of course, this varies from place to place. Understand? Like, if I ask you this question in Brazil, you're going to say, I'm from Florianópolis, for example. But if you are like in Manaus, it's possible that if you say I'm from Florianópolis, they don't understand. Where is that? So usually you're going to say I'm from Santa Catarina, okay? If you are outside Brazil, you're going to say I'm from Brazil, understand? Or I'm Brazilian, okay? And there is a very funny situation here because the first time I moved to the United States with my children, my younger son, he was only 2 years old, okay? And he could answer this, I'm from Brazil or I'm Brazilian. He answered that, I think, 100 times. People would ask him, where are you from? Oh, I'm Brazilian or I'm from Brazil. And for a long time, he used that, okay? And then it was very funny because when we returned to Brazil, we went to the airport and he was sleeping because he was still a big, let's say, a big baby, okay? And then what happened? When he woke up, he was in São Paulo, okay? And it's very funny because he always spoke to me in English and he would speak to my wife in Portuguese because I used to teach him English so he could communicate to other people and my wife would teach him Portuguese. So he was like a natural translator. He would talk to her in Portuguese, he would talk to me in English, talk to her in Portuguese, talk to me in English, and blah, blah, blah. But it was very funny because we arrived in São Paulo. I rented a car and I was driving back home. And then on the way back home, we stopped at Frango Assado, which is a very common restaurant and also a gas station on the major highways in Brazil. And then the waiter came and started asking, so what would you like? I ordered the food and he asked my children, and what would you like to drink? And the little one said, orange juice, please, in English. And the guy, what? Orange juice, please. And the guy said, what is the problem with this boy? I said, oh, no problem. Just bring him, and then I translated. And the guy, okay. When the waiter brought the food, because everyone in the United States would talk to him in English. So in his mind, he was still in the United States. He didn't realize he was back to Brazil, understand? It took him about 1 week to discover that. And then the waiter brought the food and he was like, I don't want these. I just want some fries. Can I have that piece of chicken? And the waiter, what is the problem with your boy? And I said, no, just give him some. And I translated again, all right? So he ate very fast and he asked me, in English, of course, can I go to the playground? I said, sure, go ahead. And then he went there, running, a little 3-year-old boy. After 5 minutes, he came back running again. Dad! I said, yeah, what's the problem? Aren't we from Brazil? I said, yes. Why? There is a crazy girl there. I told her like 5 times. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Brazil. And she kept asking me, yes, I know, but what city? So I don't know what to say, Dad. I told her you are from Minas. Minas? I think it was the first time he heard that word. And then he went back running there and told the girl, I'm from Minas, okay? So I'll never forget that situation, all right? It was very funny. So this question, it depends. It varies according to the place where you are. So you can say, for example, I'm from Brazil, I'm from Florianópolis. So if I ask you, Márcia, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Ah, but okay.
Paraná.
You're from Paraná, okay?
Yes.
Me, where are you from?
I am from Paraná too.
Wow, okay.
What's your city, Marcia?
I was born in Ibiporã.
Oh, it's near.
Is it near your house? Yes?
Yes.
It's
yes.
near.
Okay. And you, Regina, where are you from?
I'm from Maracajá, in a small city in Santa Catarina.
Okay,
But
Maracajá. Okay.
but I live here. I have I have lived here.
Don't worry. This is the basic class. This is the basic class.
I have lived here since 1986.
Now you are absolutely correct. Okay. How about you, Erika? Where are you from?
I'm from São Paulo.
And where do you live now? In São Paulo?
Yes, in São Paulo.
Okay. How about you, Eric? Where are you from?
I'm from Paraná, Telemaco Borba.
I'm sorry? Is that the name of a city?
Telemaco Borba.
Is that the name of your city?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Holy moly, I never heard that name in my life.
Near Curitiba,
Okay.
Ponta Grossa.
Okay, Curitiba, yes. Okay, Ponta Grossa, I've heard, but I don't know where that is. Christy, how about you? Where are you from? This? You're muted.
Yeah. I'm from Paraná too,
Wow!
but I live in São Paulo for a long time.
Okay. You've lived in São Paulo for a long time. Okay. Now, observe the next part. If I say, for example, where do you live? Like I forgot to ask Natalie. Where are you from, Natalie?
I'm from Espírito Santo.
Okay. Now let me go to the next question and observe that the answer depends a lot. Where do you live? If you're going to say the name of a city, the name of a country, or the name of a state, you always say, I live in. I live in São Paulo, I live in Paraná, I live in London, okay? Or if you're going to say the name of a neighborhood, you live in an area where you live. For example, I live in São Paulo, I live in Jardins, for example. The preposition, I'm trying to emphasize the use of the prepositions in Jardins. And that was the first name that came into my mind. But if you say the name of a street that you live, okay, you say, I live on, I don't know. Now it's more difficult for me to remember names of a street. On Oscar Freire Street. remember. I live on Oscar Freire Street. Observe that the preposition changed to on. We are going to talk about these in a little bit, but I'm just emphasizing. Now, if you give me the complete address, the number, the preposition changes again. Like I live at 123 ABC Street. So in a city, a country, a state, in a neighborhood, on a street, at the complete address. And in English, usually the number comes first. So if I ask you, Marcia, where do you live in São Paulo? How would you respond to that?
I live on in São Paulo on aclimação.
On aclimação or in aclimação?
In aclimação.
Yes, because that's a neighborhood.
Yes.
Okay. So I live in São Paulo in aclimação. All right. How about you, Regina? Where do you live in Florianópolis?
I live in Beira-Mar Norte,
Okay.
or I live on Rubens de Arruda Ramos Avenue.
Okay, very good. Eric, how about you? I'm sorry, Eric, but the name of your city is very difficult. I don't remember.
Sorry.
Yes. Maybe if you write it in the chat for me, I will remember, but I really don't remember. Where do you live in your city, Eric?
I live in Bom Jesus Center. Or center.
Center, you mean the center of the city?
Yes.
Okay, that's it's very good that you said that. When you live in the center of the city, you don't need any preposition. Just say, I live downtown.
Downtown. Okay.
No preposition. Okay?
All right. Yes.
It's just like home. It's not necessary to say, I am at home. I'm home. Okay? I live downtown. Okay? Where are you going? I'm going downtown. It's not necessary to say to downtown, in downtown. So you live downtown. All right? Good.
All right.
How about you, Erica? Where do you live in São Paulo?
I live in Moca.
In Moca. Okay, Dirce, how about you? Where do you live?
I live in Vila Mariana.
Okay, Vila Mariana I'm familiar with. Me? Yes? Yes, I have many friends that live there. Okay?
It's near aclimação.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's close. It's close to my son.
Yeah, I think it's one subway station away, isn't it? I think it's Aclimação, Vila Mariana, if you go by underground. Me, where do you live there in your city?
I live in Vila Brasil.
Okay. Natalie, where do you live? Where do you live in London?
Westminster.
Westminster.
Yes.
Yes. So you live in Westminster. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. That's a nice place. Now we have a new student here, Felipe. Okay. Where do you live? Where are you from, Felipe? Telemaco Borba. Thank you very much.
But it's not Telemaco. Telemaco.
Telemaco.
Yes. No Telemaco.
Oh. I'm going to use an expression here. Is holy cow. Okay? That means like, putz, never heard this city in my life. No, it's not a bad expression. Holy cow, you can use to show a great surprise, understand? Telemaco Borba.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Eric, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't know if I will be able to remember that. No, I am a little old, okay? Maybe the Borba, okay? But the Telemaco. Oh my gosh. Felipe, where are you from? Felipe, can you listen to us? Your microphone is muted. You have to unmute if you want to talk. Maybe he doesn't want to talk. Okay. Any question about this part, or can I go on?
Go on.
Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
So, as I told you, observe that the preposition changes according to how specific you are about your address, but we always use in, on, at. Okay, just a moment. I think I got a message here. Teacher, okay. Okay, no problem. Just watch the class. Okay. Oh, what do you do? Or what do you do for living? Or what's your job? What sort of, or what type of? Sort of or type of are exactly the same, okay? What type of work do you do? What sort of work do you do? What line of work are you in? All these possibilities are exactly the same. What's your profession? What do you do? Okay? All of them are exactly the same. So what did I do? I tried to list here the most common professions. Of course, there are hundreds of different professions, but let's talk about the most common ones. I have here a student, a teacher, a lawyer, like this, for example. Don't confuse lawyer with liar. Okay? Oh, this, you are laughing, but you can ask Carol. The first class I gave, Carol said, I'm a liar. I said, what? I'm a liar. And then I told her, a liar? Oh, as far as I know, that's not a profession. She said, I work with legal problems. I said, oh, you mean a lawyer? And she said, oh, yes, I'm sorry, a lawyer. Of course, to be a good lawyer, sometimes you have to be a good liar. But liar is not the profession, okay? The profession is lawyer. Then we have a dentist. A dentist in the United States, they don't pronounce the T, so they say dentist. In England, they say dentist. We have a cleaner, a chef or a cook, a business administrator. Okay, we have a psychologist, not as sophisticated as me, because me is a forensic psychologist. We have a nurse, an architect, an economist, an engineer. Oh my gosh, when it comes to engineering, there are so many different types of engineers today. So you can even be a little more specific, like I'm a civil engineer, I'm a mechanical engineer, I'm a production engineer or an industrial engineer, a computer engineer, a hydraulic engineer, or an environmental engineer. I know that Raquel, no, I don't remember. I know that I have a student who is an environmental engineer, okay? And nowadays, it's possible to have many more different types of engineers. But I don't know if you observed it, that in front of every, I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me, no problem. I don't know if you observe it, but in front of all the mentioned professions, you must use the indefinite article a or an, which means one. And this is a kind of strange. It's kind of strange for Brazilians because in Portuguese, we don't say I am one teacher or I am a teacher. We just say I'm teacher. But in English, it is mandatory to use a or an. So if you take a look here, I have the use of the indefinite article a or an. The indefinite article a or an should always, without exception, be used in English before singular count nouns. You can say, oh teacher, what are you talking about? What is a count noun? A count noun is anything that you can look and count, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For example, mobiles. I can look and count. I only have one. There are people that have 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I only have one mobile. Okay. I have one pen. I can count. I have one notebook. I have also a copybook, or this is also a notebook. Understand? For example, this is a hand sanitizer. It's very important to sanitize the hands all the time I go out. This is a glass. I can count. Okay, I don't have many glasses in my house, but this is a glass of water. Okay? The important thing is that I only use a or an before singular count nouns, and they are never used before plural words or uncountable nouns. What is uncountable? Things that we don't count. For example, money. Is it possible to count money? What do you think?
Uncountable.
Yeah.
It's somebody already said it's uncountable. You can count how many reais you have. You can count how many euros you have. Or if it's Natalie, she can count how many pounds she has. Okay, that's possible. But the word money, you don't say one money, two monies, three monies. So you can say uncountable. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Mail, information, equipment. There are many words in Portuguese that are countable, but in English, no. So if you say, I need a special equipment, it's wrong because equipment is not countable. Understand? Or can you give me an information? It's wrong because information is not countable. Okay? And when do we choose to use a or an? It depends on the word. Oh, oops. Pay attention here, please. The indefinite article a is used before words that begin with a consonant sound. Observe that what is important is the sound. It's not the letter. We are going to see exceptions here. So if the sound is consonant, we say like a bus, or bus, a cat, a dog, B, C, D. So the sound is consonant. If the word begins with a vowel sound, I use an. And the idea is to facilitate the pronunciation. I say like an apple. I never say an apple. No, I pronounce together. An apple, an elephant, an insect, an umbrella, an orange. And it's very funny because if you try to use a apple, observe the sound. It is a apple, a apple. Does it sound good to you? Apple?
No.
Or an apple is better?
An apple.
An apple is better.
An apple is better.
Of course. So sometimes if you are confused, try to pronounce aloud. Understand? Like if you try to pronounce like a elephant or a elephant, an elephant. You see, you will notice that it's much more natural when you use the correct article, a or an. Abbreviations set as individual letters, which begin with A, E, F, H, I, L, M, N, O, R, S, or X, they have a vowel sound of A, E, F. So if I say, for example, she's an FBI agent, he's an NGF representative, okay? But of course, if the letters are pronounced as consonants, she's a DPT affiliate. Okay, I use the correct definite article. Understand this?
Yes.
And we have here, give me an H, give me an E, give me an L, give me an L, give me an A. What have we got? Hello, okay? Now, be careful because sound and spelling do not always coincide. If the sound is really consonant, for example, one and unit, they begin with the vowels. But the initial sound, like one, unit, is like W and Y in one and U. So I cannot say one. I say a unit, a use, a utility, a useful thing. These are the exceptions. A unique object, a European, a university, a one-time thing, a one-eyed dog. You see? What is important is the sound, it's not the letter itself. And again, if you are confused, try to pronounce together these, for example. Together, try to pronounce.
University.
University.
Is it easy or more difficult than a university?
It's more difficult.
Yes, you see, it's more difficult. It's just like the case of saying apple, or the sound of apple. An apple is more natural. A university. Understand? So the most important is the sound, it's not the letter. And sometimes we have some words that begin with H. And the H in certain words, it's silent. It's not pronounced. So honor, we don't say honor. We say an honor. It's an honor. An hour. An heir. An honest man. Honest. Heir. Hour. But in the word, for example, horse, we say a horse. The word house, we say a house. Hat, we say a hat. Okay? Now, here, just to finish this, I would like to talk about something very interesting. Some words have become ambiguous due to English dialects or local accents, and it may vary according to regional preference. Words like hotel and hostel, in some places where English is spoken as a first language, as a mother language, they don't pronounce the H. So if you listen to a native speaker saying an hotel, he's not pronouncing the H. That's why he's going to say an hotel. So I myself say a hotel. There is a good hotel, or that is a nice hotel. You can stay in a hotel over there, or you can stay in a hostel if you want. But it is possible to listen to people saying an hotel and an hostel. It depends on the dialect of English. Any question about this or no?
No.
No.
Excellent. Oh, I have prepared, just for you to have an idea, not material for one class. I have prepared here 28 pages of material. So tomorrow we are going to continue, finish this. And of course, as usual, at the end of it, after I don't know what page, we will have many exercises, okay? And then we have a lot of things here, okay? So tomorrow we will continue, okay? And there is a homework part. They made a beautiful layout for me now, okay? And then there is some extra material. There is a reading here, okay? But tomorrow we'll continue this, okay? Thank you very much for watching my class. It was a pleasure to see you all here, and I hope to see you tomorrow again at the same time, all right?
All
right.
right, teacher.
Right.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Have a nice
Bye,
evening.
teacher.
Good night.
Bye-bye now. See ya.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.